Today is Friday, February 11th. Market opens in 5 minutes. Uh, the daily, the daily has strong momentum to the upside, but it's still setting up like it wants to go further down from a strength and volume perspective. 2 hour could go either way, to be honest. It could go up or it could go down from here. My 30 minute My 30-minute looks like it may have another push up before we have a pullback. This very well could be a fourth wave that takes us close to the 50% retracement here. Fifteen-minute momentum is continuing to climb, although the histogram is kind of leveling out a little bit. So my opening bias is I'm looking for this fourth wave to probably play down close to where one did, like it's a ABCD pattern. But just got to wait for the market participants to show up and see what they're going to do. Again, you'll hear my side of the conversations with the folks that I'm in. You won't hear their side. If you have any questions, feel free to message me in one of the servers we share. I think today I'm going to scalp since I'm seeing some potential for indecision. I don't think I'm going to do much big work. Yeah, yeah, out of the gate, I think I'm just gonna aim for like, a 15 point scalps, taking one off at 7 and 15. I think I'm gonna aim a little smaller until I see what this thing's gonna do. They are, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I look at the higher time frames and they're up, but the way that they're structured looks like looks like they're ready for a pullback. Oh my gosh, right? Yeah, we are. We're right in the middle of this freaking range. Right now it's good. So yeah, stop dancing. See. Yeah, no kidding. Seconds to spare. Take that. First target, sip and profit. And we just ate through that giant order that was sitting there. Yep. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Dang. Yeah, I've got roughly a dollar difference between mine. My low one is 248.26 and my high one is 247.76. We have some fibs we can put on our most recent swing low to that high we just popped up. See, that that's a 23% where we're at right now. So one thing to note, I've got a rising 2-hour trend line that was support pre-market, and we're kind of wrestling around that level right now. Yeah, this could be a fifth wave on the 10 or 15 minute chart. One, two, three. We're at the 41% right now of our drop from the most recent larger time frame high. It's a try for a short. I'm just looking for a scalp on it. I'm not looking at it like it's a reversal. First target's hit. And second target's hit. You still have your real-time data isn't messed up with them, is it? Like a bad charge or something? Oh, okay. Yes, we did. Yep. The 15, we're almost to its 100 already. Yeah, the 100 is at 664. I wasn't thinking about that. I shorted the 188, but I wasn't thinking about the 100% retracement or the retracement to 100%. Yeah, it's kind of cipherish. You see where yeah, yeah, it's almost like a cipher. It has a pretty high B point. It's close. I mean, it got real close to it. Let's see, how close did it get? Within a couple of points, probably. 66. It got within 2 points of it. So we have an opening range that we can drop fibs on. Yeah, the 3 minutes not really giving us much to go long off of. Yeah, so this could just be a pullback to the 38 level. Yeah, so I'm going to do that and get a tight stop on it. Say it again, say it again. All right, yeah, stop in profit. My trail was hit on the second one. This looks like a bear flag on the 32nd. I mean, volume's good on my, 1 and 3. Wonder if this dips down just a little bit before bouncing up. Wonder if it gives us a bearish harmonic on a smaller time frame. If it's anywhere near that target, there we go. I was about to say, if it gets anywhere near that target, I'm just going to move to break even. Because this could just be a double bottom or a spring bottom. Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's a good stop placement he put too. I like it. I wonder if we're a little choppy waiting. There's a, high impact report today. Michigan consumer sentiment is in 20 minutes. Yeah. I wonder if we're waiting for that. Hey, inflation is bad. We've already told you how we feel about that. Now we're curious what the consumer sentiment is telling us. Are consumers agreeing? The, well, it's a combination of people who actually, I was about to say, it's a combination of people who answer the phones, but the truth is a lot of the data is, are the spending habits change? Because ultimately we speak with our wallets, right? And our wallets say inflation is bad when we stop spending. When you see discretionary items start to dry up, that means that our consumer sentiment has failed or is failing. Because ultimately, we say whatever we want, but we vote with our wallet. Oh, I didn't notice. I didn't notice this. Reversion in the mean trade back to VWAP. Another 10 points down. Yeah. We had a nice three drives on the 3 minute with, divergence on the MACD on each of the three drives. We've already breached its profit target, so. But I didn't notice that playing out. I should have been looking for that before the open. There we go. I was just about to say I need to see more strength show up for me to stay in this trade. There we go. Uh, well, well, if you look at the size of that candle relative to the volume, it was too big. It was too big for average volume. I'll put it like that, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the things I pay attention to on volume. Like right now, this candle is producing a really large body in the first half of the candle, and its volume is starting to show up. But right now, that's a really tall candle for average volume. That's a very tall candle for average volume. Yeah, I'm officially going to say it's too big. Yeah, yeah. It's twice the volume of the candles before it at about 5 times the length of the candle. But I do think we're probably going to pop a new high. Oh, got one off and got sipped on the second one. We headed. We're headed to the 125 of this move. 127. What is that? 75? I can get it. Messed up and didn't put my ATM on there. So I'm just gonna. Yep. Yeah, that's the fib set I've got. Our opening range so far. I am. I want to get out of it. Yeah. Yeah, he is. Why is this thing? Uh, I- my stop is there. I got in a little. It shot up pretty quick after I realized I wanted it, but I think it may consolidate here until the open. If I get stopped, I'm gonna wait for the open. I'm sorry. Yeah, the report. Yeah. Oh, I think the market's voting in anticipation of consumer sentiment. Yeah, finance.yahoo.com. So, observation, guys. Take note of the shape. We made a lower low, we made a higher high, we made a lower low, we made a higher high, we've made a lower low. That is a textbook picture of indecision where the market can't agree on what fair price is. We've been seeing that a lot. We have been seeing that a lot the last week. This is kind of a rare setup to see, and we've been seeing a lot of it. Almost like it's designed to take people out. People who basically trade the, hey, I just made a higher high, that means price is going up. And so you know, they'll assume the trend has changed only for indecision to just wipe them out. The report appears to have not had much bias. Let's see what it actually said. Consumer sentiment was a little bit worse than expected. Forecast was 67.2, came in at 61.7. So of course, yeah, consumer sentiment is worse and price goes up. We did a 127 back to the 88. That we should make it here. Looks like it's changing on us though. 41% retracement of the fall here. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do that. Your mobile app gets alerts that the website doesn't give. Because I was trying to get that set up to where when those alerts come out, they go to our news channel. But Super Bowl, Jesus, $700 million worth of ads? That is ridiculous. All right, I'm taking one off, moving to break even, taking a second one off. Second ad. The 2 hour is hooked up. 30-minute is still up. It basically just bowed down a little bit. 15-minute looks like it could cross over. I, I don't. I'm going to chase this because the market's been so unpredictable lately. I'm going to chase little 20-second flags on our way up here. It's crossing up. It is. That's why I want to give it a chance to run, but I just can't trust it right now. No, I don't see any patterns. The only thing I see is this indecision. Oh, oh yeah, the 30-second, I see a 5 wave move up. We just finished fifth wave. Crap. It's definitely, it's definitely going to take me out. So I'm just going to close it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna look at this as a possible breakdown here. Uh, my near-term time frames. Yeah, could be a D leg on an ABCD pattern. That's the thing. We're closing in on that H. So apparently they don't care about consumer sentiment. Mm. I just exited my short, so yeah. Dude, how old are your kids? 8 and 13. 8 might be a little bit young. Um, the best, the absolute best horror film family of shows that I've ever seen are the Conjuring series because they're they're based off of true events. These people, dude, dude, this this husband and wife, this husband and wife, this husband and wife pair They specialize in paranormal activities and have done it for decades. And that Conjuring series is a story about some of the crazy things they have encountered. it there's a scene where this woman's walking down the stairs into a dark basement. She's very visibly scared, and then these hands reach through the door and clap. Um, yeah, yeah, they didn't make that on an Apple. They may have been showing that on the commercial, but okay. That movie is The Conjuring. That was the first one they released in their series. That movie made me want to watch everything else they put out. It was good. It was good. You don't have to accept it and believe it to be real to enjoy it. A bear flag. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like a descending wedge. Check that out. Got this guy right there, and then we've got these guys here. Descending wedge or a channel, depending on how they're coming together. Yes. Yeah, where if you let that crap in your head, you won't be able to go out to you won't be able to go outside in the dark. Oh, the village is suspenseful scary. That's a M Night Shyamalan show. I like that one. It's a social it's a really it's a it's a really neat show. Well, the thing about the village is there's no, once you finish it, you can look at the village and say everything in this show could really happen. Lou's, yeah, I just posted the GIF Lou's family watching one of those movies. Oh, I just put it in the partner chat. Let me move that. Oh, everybody needs a love. It's about to be in futures. There you go. We were watching this show one time and it's broad daylight. We've got the shades open and the TV's going. We're watching the show. I think it was called The Ring. And my daughter's laying down on the couch and she's got this big bowl of popcorn and this scene happens and she screams. The bowl of popcorn goes airborne. It's a mess all over the place. All right. So I feel pretty good about my opening assessment that the market wants to draw back. Yeah. S- So we're an observation on a higher time frame. We're approaching a double bottom that we made pre-market, and we're approaching it with worse volume and worse momentum than we did when we got there last time. So that floor could fail. Keep an eye on it. Yeah, yeah, it looks like a big bear flag, right? That started that started last night at around 2200, 2300. Yeah, something like that. Why? Because you can't short. Hey Lou, I found out what you need to do with your other monitor. You need to run your charts upside down. Yep. Just yeah, just flip it out. Just yeah, just flip it. Man, I made more shorting than I did trying to catch the fall. It was catching the fall that person would do that just ate me up. Yeah, he averaged in so many times on those falls, and then it would bounce up like 10 points. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, me neither. That was one of my calls. I mean, I had a conversation with you, with Seabon, with Silver. I'm like, what the crap? I mean, I was getting mad. Yep, free. Um, yeah, yep, yeah, yeah, and a very stupid excuse as to why. Yeah, one that just doesn't pass the litmus test for those of us that have gone through divorces and child custody suits. And for those of us who have actually made money, it just even with that, you wouldn't walk away from that kind of money. What, Lou? I'm gonna test that. The one I just took and got sipped on the second one. Yeah, it's 613. Dang, it's that far. Crap. I didn't pay attention to that. That's the bad thing about just using price action for stops is that's also one of the reasons I trade so under leveraged. Nom 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 nom. I just took it again and got sipped again. 7 points and sipped on the second one. 7 points, then sipped on the second one. I think there's power in that. Hmm. Whatever. I know several Asian kids, several Asian parents. That's what they do to their kids. I know. I know several tiger moms. Yeah. Whenever this friend of mine, her name's Runlin. Whenever COVID happened and school was canceled, she basically cracked her knuckles and said, "I've got this," and just just put them to work. Everybody else is like on breaks, and her kids are still having class. Yeah. Sweet. Like it. Like it. Like it. Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah. Yeah, and it took up a half a sheet. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna take that for my Last little scalp. There we go. My OCD will be just fine. Got a nice, got them all above a certain number. So that's good. And I got a little reckless and messed up my win percent today. I was just looking at my winning and losing trades, and my win percent is 69.88. So, not shabby. I'll take it. It does. It does, right? You know, well, it goes back to that old saying, right? Hey, what do they call the guy who graduated at the bottom of his medical school class? They call him doctor. Yeah. I mean, he graduated, so trade performance. Yeah, yeah. I keep mine kind of hidden in the background, but yeah, go new and trade performance. About 2/3 of the way down, 3/4 of the way down. Yeah, yeah, that's that 1 minute that I was looking at. My first glance, I thought it was a wedge, but yeah, it's shaped more like a channel now that we've actually got couple more candles down here. It's scalpable, but you know, I'm done for the day. I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, man. Well, man, yeah. Uh, I'm, yeah, yeah. Yep. I'm going to, I'm going to call that a wrap, probably. I may switch over to Sim and play around a little bit more. But that's it. I'm going to go ahead and stop trading my live accounts. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up.